Bye.
And find something you're passionate about besides Ziggy.
Hey, who said what? And hey, everybody. I'm gonna wait for some people to get in here. It's not gonna be a drama live, guys. You know, at all. I don't have energy for that. At all. I have a lot of things going on in my life that I have to focus on and take care of because I don't have the safety net of Jim there. Okay. So I have things to focus on. I don't want to, but I also don't want to, not come on here, and I don't want to avoid the elephant in the room. You know what I mean? So I'm not, I want respectful communication is basically all I'm trying to say. You can speak in here about your opinions at any point, no matter who you are, whether it's good or bad about me, or anybody, you know. But if it's disrespectful, I'm not gonna deal with it right now because if you have questions if you have questions, that's fine. I'll answer them, but only I'm not gonna sit there and be attacked, okay? Because I have my mental health and everything is obviously not that great right now. Jim passed away 3 weeks ago on Halloween, so it's still very new. It's been ever since he passed. It's been like a tornado, and so I haven't even had a second to even really get my life back to normal, and this shit happens. So it's disappointing and stuff, but it's not something that I expect to be going on about for days because I don't have the energy. And if it gets too bad, I will just block everybody who mentions it in the future, I guess. If we're doing true crime, and it's because I can't. I have to. First thing I have to do what's best for myself and first. And that right now, what's best for myself is definitely not getting into a YouTube war. That's not how I like to go. It's not going to be my content, basically. This is not going to be another 6-up reenactment, at least on my end. Okay? No, I didn't watch Circle Jerks live at all, but I've heard a lot about it. I won't be watching it. They know better than to think I'm going to watch that. All of them know I don't watch that kind of stuff. And I fully expected them to say something. That's why I had my live late last night. And I did it because they were already talking about it. They were already making jabs at me. And I had no idea. They were talking about me on lives, and I had no idea while I'm in the chat modding for them. I'm being texted about, we're talking about the Tiffany AB thing, which that's what it freaking started, guys. It's very interesting. People want to say it has nothing to do with my response to a couple of the circle jerks. About Tiffany and Marie. And, people was like really pushing me to get into that drama too. All of a sudden, that's when people started turning on me, right at the Tiffany thing. I haven't done anything wrong. I haven't even had an opportunity to pay a payment. And they're already, and they've never seen me not send a product or not send somebody's winnings. Ever. There's nobody in the history of this channel that's came out and said that had proof of me scamming them. So why would they ever think that I would do that? And all these people, I heard that they all came together and tallied up how much they gave me since the beginning of this channel. That's what I heard. This is what I'm hearing. I'm like, are you serious? And that's what their backing is for financial abuse. So it's my fault over the last 14 months of my channel that you gave me $633. Why is that? You put in super chats, like people send super chats, like I don't sit here and I didn't ask for any of that. The only time I've ever asked to borrow money was here recently. Cindy asked in Circle Jerks Live for people not to be mad at Ziggy or Tree or bad, so people coming here asking. Yeah, and I don't want people being mean to Cindy either. No matter how she feels now. She has people in her ear, guys. And she's also dealing with something hard in her life. So, she's also not like exactly thinking clearly. And she's also emotional and sensitive. Her son is in very bad shape. So you have two basket cases right here, I mean, I'm not thinking clearly. Right? I definitely wasn't December 31st or even November 5th when I got the car, or December 31st when I was given the loan. But I still haven't done anything wrong. You may not agree with it. You may think it's a stupid decision, but guys, it's my problem. I'm the one that has to pay for it. It's not Cindy's problem. It's not your guys' problems. It's mine. If the card has high interest, I guess that's my problem. That's like, I was in a desperate situation at the time, I thought, and I panicked, and I kind of made a bad financial decision. Okay? I woke up and my car was gone, and I made a bad financial decision. That is not Cindy's to pay for. And I'm very aware of that. I would never put that on her. The fact that she helped me out, I am so incredibly grateful for, that I will forever feel indebted to her. For people to think that I would, who are the closest to me, to think I would not pay her back, or I'm committing financial abuse, or like that is, yeah, it is a stab to the gut. Whether or not it was a stupid decision, it may have been a stupid freaking decision, okay? I've never had a car payment before in my life. I also have never experienced something like I experienced Halloween. Okay? But it's my problem, ultimately. You can worry, you might, I mean, it's not anybody else's problem about how I'm going to how I'm going to manage paying it. That's my problem, you know? You guys, I have had my own business since 2016. Jamie, that's what I was planning. That's what I was planning on doing that was what she wanted me to do, was pay directly to the company. No, I didn't borrow $5,000 from anybody. No, thanks for bringing that up, because that's another thing I heard. I guess there was a comment or something about borrowing $5,000, and the person saying that her mother had given me $5,000, and that she paid for my place in Tennessee. First of all, okay, that's not true. Nobody's given me $5,000 loan ever, or given to me $5,000. The most money that somebody randomly sent me, without asking, was $1,000 in like October of last year or something. And I was shocked. But there is one person that is, I mean, these people that have I think that person's trying to reference a certain lady that I'm not dragging into the freaking YouTube bullshit of freaking again. She's not happy that she's being called elderly when she's only in her 50s. But she doesn't even have a daughter. So there's no way that person is her daughter. And she didn't even give me $5,000. I mean, come on. Thank you, C12. Are people sending you money that thought they just sit? I've had a few loans that I've paid back and stuff. This situation though recently is a loan. It's not something. I mean, no, somebody didn't give me that kind of money, and I wasn't even expecting that kind of money or that kind of help. I mean, I was blown away. I was so thankful, and she doesn't even want to be. I feel bad that she's even being drugged into this. The lady who helped me out, and whether or not she regrets it or not, or I'm not mad at her at all. I'm forever thankful to her. The only thing that I just got a little bit irritated, I guess, with her is just like, I have the circle jerk saying that, she told him days ago and in that she immediately regretted it, and that it was a rash decision, and 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 it's like, I'm like, okay, if she immediately, so they're telling me that the lady who helped me out, they're telling me that lady had told them that she loaned me the money, and was saying that how she regretted it, and oh my God, like her husband and stuff. The only thing that I was irritated about is like, that's what Circle Jerks was saying. So I'm thinking, well, why didn't she tell me? Like, why didn't she tell me? So I wouldn't have, I could have at least avoided spending any more. Like, it could have saved a lot of like this. I mean, and a lot of, now it's like, I can't return the car. I don't think I was just Googling about that, actually. I'm looking in to see if I can return that vehicle, because guys, I don't want money of somebody who, if they regret it or they feel bad or and unfortunately she has people in our ear like freaking saying that she's being like financially abused and stuff. And so she is going through a rough time herself emotionally, with her son. And so like, and it's just me over here by myself, and several of them, in her ear. So she's kind of in the middle. So yeah, she kind of was, I feel bad. And she's, I feel bad that I accidentally mentioned her name yesterday. And that was my fault completely. And I feel really bad for it. And I'm really sorry. It definitely was not intentional. I was definitely, I mean, I just, had the loan happen October 31st. I looked back, but it was supposed to be for in an emergency, okay, at first. But what had happened, so it was a few hours after Jim passed, when, I was talking to her on the phone. I was like freaking out about how am I going to do this, or oh my God, and she's like, that's when the Venmo card came up, and she's like, I have this card, it has this amount on it, you can just, and I was like, oh my God, I was so thankful, because it was such a relief. It was supposed to be for emergencies. Like, it was only supposed to be at first supposed to be for, like like just in case. Okay. That's what the deal was. However, the next day when I woke up and the car was gone, that's when unfortunately things changed. And so, and then that's when I had, talked to her about possibly using, because she told me, she said, you could use the card as much as you need. I don't even need to know what you're spending on it. You just pay it off. And, and she just joked, like, if I died, then just don't worry about it. And, and just, and I'm not saying it was the best decision, guys, at all, but it's not hers to worry about, because I would never do that to her. I mean, even if she goes and like talks mad shit about me, I'm not gonna screw her over. I don't have it in me to do that. It would, I'm telling you guys, it's gonna be the first priority of my bills. you know? And the thing is, like, YouTube is part of my income. I'm not dependent on it solely. But if you're telling me to get off YouTube, okay, and get a job, there's tons of people on here who do YouTube, do the same thing I do. I've heard these people talk against all the time about how, you know, if it's up to the person if they want to donate, and now all of a sudden, like, I need to get off YouTube and it's just so hateful. I mean, it's just so hateful. Have they even thought, like, I haven't even had a chance to, like, grieve, like, over Jim, because I haven't been able to accept that he's gone, because it doesn't feel real. It's only been 3 weeks, and they started this shit towards me a week ago. This all started like a week ago, so it was like 2 weeks after Jim passed. Once you draw the car off, well, it's done deal. I'm gonna look into it. Like, the winner is mad at you. She's just having major issues with sense. Cindy said she thinks she will pay back. No, I don't think. I think she's just here having people talking to her in her ear, freaking her out, making her think she's been, financially abused. And so when she has several people telling her that against one person, obviously, there's power in numbers. So yeah, so I can't blame her. And, and also Lady CG is going through some major health issues too. And she's, like, dealing with a lot. So, I try to, like, remember this stuff. And yes, I did contact her. Maybe she doesn't. I tried contacting these people. So I hear, like, the circle jerks are saying that, or somebody was saying I didn't contact her when her son was sick or whatever. You guys, that when we heard about that, I saw somebody in the chat mention about her son being in the hospital, and I didn't see her herself type it in the chat. So I was like, oh my God, if that's true, everybody, please, and I said, everybody if you pray, please, like, pray for her. Everybody, let's send positive thoughts her way, And I felt so horrible. But I get really uncomfortable in those type of situations. I don't know what to say, because it's just so sad, And I had the next day, because I was like, I didn't know exactly what was going on, and I didn't hear from her really. And she had asked me actually to not give her special treatment. She's like, and she told me that she said I was giving her special treatment, and I was talking to her too much while she was in my chat, and that people are gonna think I'm giving her special treatment. And I'm like, I don't feel like I give you special treatment. I feel like I treat her the same. I mean, I was very, very thankful, incredibly, but she didn't want me to tell people, and I wasn't gonna make anything obvious. I was just going by her wishes. And then when I contacted the next day after somebody had said in the chat about her son, and I do have bad memory, you guys know that too, and especially when I'm depressed, it's very, very, very bad. And I didn't understand what it was at first. Like, it really scared me, but until I realized, like, memory loss is actually memory loss, and feeling spacey is actually a sign of, it's from depression, a consequence of depression. So I didn't know that, but I can tell, since Jim passed, like how bad my memory's gotten. Anyways, I messaged and I asked her, I said something, this one was on Facebook Messenger, and I said to her, let me read it. I'm not going to put out, by the way, I'm not putting out her conversation. Whoever said I'm putting out our phone calls, that is incorrect, by the way. I would never do that. I was only saying I would if they wanted me to. Only if the person agreed and wanted me to. I would never do that without her. No, I wouldn't do that to her. Sorry. So no, I wasn't gonna put. I was just saying, like, I have all the calls, and we could always go back and listen and see, because maybe I didn't handle things quite right at all. I mean, I know I did it. I know it was not the best decision financially. Anytime you get into those, getting a car from a place like that are really, it's just, and what's crazy, what is so crazy is the one person, the lady who started Circle Jerks, she had been talking for months about making a channel to go against Six Up. And finally, we're all in a group together in Discord talking in a group. And finally, she convinces a couple to get in with her on it. And then that's how Circle Jerks was made. So Circle Jerks was initially made to go after Six Up. And, kind of put out the facts about the situation between me and Six Up. But when it actually, she wasn't expecting for it to really take off, I think, like it did. And so they kind of moved on to other stuff. And then there was a couple of the Circle Jerks who was especially giving Lady CG a really, really tough time, because they were saying she was a Ziggy cheerleader, and Lady CG was like really upset about it, because she felt like some of them suddenly, I guess I noticed it. I noticed like CT and Bobby, I noticed were being very like passive aggressive. And so did Lady CG notice it. And we talked about it. And she said that they were saying things about being a Ziggy cheerleader and giving her a hard time about it, and that they didn't want the channel to be a Ziggy channel, or, Ziggy support channel, and blah, blah, blah. And so CT and Bobby kept pushing it and kept and then slowly but surely, I guess I don't know how Lady CG has come to this, like how she was telling me she didn't even want to do that channel anymore, because people are going around on their Circle Jerk profiles, and it's supposed to be a non-biased channel, and they're going around in drama chats, and you guys, why does this happen to me every single time? Everybody, look at every single person who's made a channel associated with my channel in any way, like Prayer Garden, now Circle Jerks, Jenna, what? Not really. I think Purple really had a channel first. There was a couple others. Anyways, they all started here just as a big Ziggy supporter. And every single one of them has turned on me. And I never would have in a million years ever expected this of Esther and Lady CG. And they're saying, oh, they've been forced to go live about it. No, they weren't. They put up community posts and had been talking about it for days, just not mentioning my name. They were poking the bear and they knew it. I'm not dumb. I can take a hint. I can tell when I'm being ignored and my texts aren't getting responded to. If I'm being ignored and my texts aren't getting responded to, how can I take a hint and I don't keep messaging. So how can I check on somebody who is ignoring me, but they want me to, so how can you say, oh, she didn't check on blah, blah, but yeah, all those people were ignoring me. I have proof of it, like of all this. I don't understand. Some of the things they're saying is it's just not exactly quite true. But I'm getting my information. I have to admit, I'm getting this from third party. So because I can't watch it. Like emotionally, I can't handle that right now. I cannot handle watching something like that right now. I mean, I am too. I am not in a good place, like, yet. I mean, someday I will watch it because I hear a couple of people told me there was several things in there that was completely untrue, or it wasn't completely the whole story, and that's why I love those girls, because they were so smart, and all of them are like just so awesome, and independent and smart, and I love that they were willing to have their own opinion, and they weren't scared to tell me it, even if it was different than mine. I loved that about them. Most of those, most of those is a good jerk. I still love. I'm sad and disappointed, but but what can you do? Like, I don't expect for you guys to always agree with my decisions. But what I do ask, what have I said many times? I said, please don't let this stuff build up. Please come talk to me. Or if you think I am messing up, please. But you need to do it in a respectful way. You can't be like jumping around chats talking mad shit about me and then email me telling me about everything you think I do wrong and you think I'm going to take you seriously. If you're respectful and handle yourself like an adult without name calling and ask me, I will answer any question you have to ask me with proof, as long as it doesn't I'll have to cross out personal information. And I can't trust any of them because I remember the very first time I sent Lady CG freaking proof, screenshots, and unfortunately now I don't trust her and had to mark completely edit it because I was like, oh my God, you think you know somebody, But then I try to remember that she's going through a hard time and, with her health. And I do know that. And I know shit has been hard for her lately. So, and I know haven't been I know when my life, when things Jim's passing, I've never had something like that happen, but when traumatic things have happened in my life, I'm not at my I'm not exactly at 100% when stuff like that happens. And I think that's quite normal for people to be like extra sensitive, extra, overreacting and just, over the top, OTT. And everything's like pessimistic and, and you're just, I don't know. It shouldn't be an excuse though, because we're all adults. So that's definitely not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, sometimes I try to take that into consideration because I know for me, I haven't been exactly thinking clearly the last 3 weeks. So I imagine if I don't even want to keep saying her name, if the lady who loaned me the money, her son's in the hospital, so I'm sure that's affecting her in every way right now. I can only imagine. So I have to keep that in mind. Okay. And I wish other people would think of that too, and try not to put her too much in the middle of all this. Okay. Please. I won't put her in the middle of it. If you guys just, chill out on her a little bit as far as with this elder abuse and financial abuse and talking her ear about it and trying to get her to add up all how much she's ever sent me and stuff. And, to make it my fault how much she spent in my sales and stuff, that's ridiculous. How is that? Are you serious? And then the raffle, saying that it'd be my fault that she bought other people raffle tickets and stuff. Are you serious? And then I heard something about how I said I wanted every one of my mods to have a spot in the raffle. And so I was giving away a spot for free to every single one of my mods. Okay. Well, what happened, you guys? I mean, Cindy is very, I didn't mean to say her name. She's very, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. I really don't want to keep saying her name. Because she's, she doesn't want all this attention. She really doesn't. And I'm sure she was pressured to come on the panel, and she's just trying to freaking, she's sensitive. She doesn't want people to be mad at her, and there's no reason to be mad at her. There's no reason for me to be mad at her or any of the circle church. I just want people to leave her alone, please. Don't give her a hard time about, don't give her a hard time about loaning me money and stuff. She's going through a hard time right now. And she is super sensitive. Just, continue your bullshit with me. It's fine. Just leave her alone right now. And I don't care what she said, if she says bad things about me, because I know that's what people, well, she's saying this about you, and she's going on their panel. And, well, you guys got to remember, her son's in the hospital. She has how many of them in her ear saying, elder abuse, financial abuse, which she should be highly offended about them calling her an elder. I know the other lady that they were trying to refer to is offended because she's not an elder. You say elder, I'm thinking I don't even want to put a number on it because I don't want to offend anybody at all. Never mind, bad idea. So you didn't say one. No, she wouldn't. She wouldn't say one bad word. Cindy and Christy. Who's Christy? Oh, Cindy can definitely come up here. Opal, no, I didn't see chat. Whoever the fuck you are. I did not. Cindy, more than welcome to come up here. I want her to leave her alone, though. Listen, what are you, Cindy, please, you are seriously pushing Cindy into like, stop amping her up and getting her like all, seriously, this is not at all about her. And even if she's, if she's going to come up, it's not. And you guys are going to cause problems. And I don't want it. I just feel she's welcome to come up here, but I'm not going to argue with her or anybody. Nobody said it's your fault, whoever the fuck you are, Buttercup. No, CT, it's not. I don't want you guys to keep, you have been in her ear, making her all freaked out. And this is what started it. You guys started questioning her about money and got her all freaking paranoid. And that's when she was text me and asked me if I told you guys anything. That's when I knew something was weird, because I thought that was odd that she mentioned you guys or somebody from Circle Jerk specifically. But I will send Cindy a link if I will text it to her. Oh, okay. Christy, Vince. Okay. Okay, thank you. I see what you mean. I'm sorry. When you said Christy, Christy usually doesn't talk in chats. I'm sorry. So I will send Cindy and I'll text them the links right now. I have to get it to my computer, though. So 1 second. My bad, Christy. I don't mean to be rude and say who did. Gosh. I just don't want to argue, you know what I mean? Okay. Copy link. Messaging Christy if she wants the link. All right, there you go. My apologies for the delay. Not a mother-daughter relationship. I don't think Cindy is, I've never looked at Cindy as mother. The only one I've ever now I did say call her mama recently, but I just it was just like a term of endearment, I guess, you know? But that was just only one time that I can remember. Now, remember, my memory is really bad. But as far as I can remember, man, I never joked around with Cindy about her being my mom. Me and Christy joke about that. There's Christy.
Poor girl, I was not expecting to get on here.
Oh my God.
I look like crap.
I'm sorry. I didn't. When they said Christy, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't expect you to
It's
be in the chat.
okay.
So
I know you
you
were
usually don't chat. Usually.
exactly, but
Yeah.
I did listen to something tonight, and I understand what they're saying. I really do. A lot of stuff, but when they bring me up in it as anonymous, it's like they don't know the truth. And you know, they brought up like the Airbnb that I got for you when you came down for the celebration
Yeah.
of life for summer.
Yep.
The thing is I'm from Kingsport. I know a lot of people. This this person I knew, which you don't know, and I was able to get that dirt cheap, though it was a beautiful home. But
Oh.
people just want to say, "Oh, she had this elaborate place, and it was
Yeah, I was
made
like
for
blown away
her."
when she picked or showed that place. I was like, oh my god, are you gonna be? Can you, So that makes sense.
But the thing is it's none of their business what I choose to do. Um, I'm 57 years old, as I said in the
And you're
chat.
not elderly. 57 is
I
not
do not
elderly. That's
consider
annoying.
myself to be elderly abused. What I have chosen to do has been my choice, and it is not anyone else's business. Um, I love you, and we have um, kind of bonded over more than a year because of personally how you treated me when it came to the billboards and what I was going through with Brad. And I mean, you never doubted me, you believed me, and
Mm-hmm.
you really helped me through a time where I thought I was going to slip my wrist because people on YouTube were so mean to me for trying to do something that was good.
Yeah, and I know, and you always you're always just so you've done a lot for not just me, others too. And
Well, I love this little girl so much. I don't know her, but just being from our area and then just learning more and more about her, more than anything, I want her found, and I will support anybody who's out there researching and working so
what
hard.
what are they talking about an envelope? You never gave me an envelope of cash. What are you guys
I
talking about?
have,
Are
I
you
don't even,
serious?
I don't know who they're talking about or what that was about, but it wasn't me. I didn't give you
And
no
the
envelope.
only person I confided in and let know about the Airbnb was Lady CG. So thank you, Lady CG. You're the only person I told about that.
But I,
Absolute only person.
but I have no idea what that was because I mean, when we met for the first time at that at Warriors, I mean, there were so many people there and so many people wanting to see you and stuff. I don't think Bruce and I were really able to spend much time with you. And then we were also in the process of moving my husband into another place while I was there. So I didn't get to see you anymore after that.
Mm-hmm.
And, but I mean, I adore you. I know you're going through a lot. Um,
Many of us are. You are too. And I mean,
uh, you know, this too shall pass. But I
I'm
just
sorry.
sometimes I don't know, honey. I just you are so open and honest,
Yeah. I
transparent, and sometimes I feel like that goes against you.
yeah.
And
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I guess I'm gonna have to change. I hate that because I like trying to be. I just thought that was the right thing to do.
I know, honey. I know, and when you get upset, I mean, I'm so much like that. I kind of like just do something right away. I don't have time to think about it or whatever.
Yeah.
I just want to kind of like say, hey, or defend myself, because you're not an evil person. You're not a bad person. You're a good person. You have a loving heart. And to hear something like you've just heard, I can understand you wanting to defend yourself. And you were hurt. And this lady, Cindy, I don't know her, but she sounds like a beautiful, wonderful, loving, caring person who's also going through a lot. And I pray for her, I pray for her son. And I know you, and I know you will do the right thing by her. So I just think this is between you and Cindy. And I just pray that everybody else will leave it alone and stay out of it. But you and Cindy,
I won't mention it again. Like, and I feel so bad. And Cindy, I'm so sorry that that was my bad. I shouldn't have ever said your name. You're right. And I am so sorry. Like, I didn't mean to, and it slipped. And I was like, well, cat's out, bad now,
Yeah,
So,
but before you even said anything, I didn't watch it when you were live, but I kind of replayed to see what was going on. But people were already kind of saying it before you ever did, know.
Exactly.
So, I mean, that's just how it is on YouTube that I've learned. But
they were talking about it in chats without saying my name, and talking about on lives without saying my name, and like it was just a matter of time before it started, it. And so I just was like, well, screw it. I'm gonna tell it myself. But I didn't want to mention anybody's names at all.
Yeah, I mean, I could tell you were trying not to. So, I mean, you don't have to explain anything to me. I mean, because I feel like in the year plus that we've talked and got to know each other, you don't have to explain anything. I know your heart.
Yeah, thank you.
That's what I love about you. But
this really took off with it, and you weren't happy about me. You always, and I don't even want to bring it up though, actually. But I'm just going to say this, and it doesn't have to do with Christy, you don't have to talk about it. But this all really took off, like all of a sudden the whole dynamic of our relationship, my relationship with these people changed when the whole TMAB shit happened.
I kind of agree, because I even said, I even text you twice,
or not really got on me. You just told me to be careful. That's it.
Yeah, but I mean, you and I have that mother-daughter like, and it's kind of like, I know your heart, but please watch, guard it.
It does make me feel bad. Like, trust and belief, guys. It makes me feel bad when people take me when I hate like that. I'm trying to avoid drama and stuff, but trust me, I hate people like, saying bad things about Christy and stuff like it, and it doesn't mean I support that at all. And so, yeah, it makes me feel bad. I'm also trying to avoid drama.
I also know how scary it is to get on the bad side of Miss TM. So, and things have kind of been calm between you guys and a lot of other people, which is great because, that's what we need, at least for Summer Wells' case, is all of you all putting these hard feelings aside and putting your own, research efforts and stuff together, and because that really helps. It was really helping, but now all this has come up, and it's like,
everything's gone crazy since Jim passed it. I was like really on a roll, like things were just about to get back to normal. I was into the researching and Hawkins County and stuff, and so, and then and I was finding stuff daily. It was crazy, and then all of a sudden he passed away, and it was just like boom, like a And
I'm going to put this out there because you and I have talked, but being from there, I worked with Brandon Lawson's wife at a family practice. We both did phlebotomy and x-rays together for years. And she is a beautiful person, and I know her daughter,
Yeah, and that's the
and
other thing too. And yeah,
she is devastated. And I just pray people don't bother her right now. I mean, this is just been
yeah,
really hard. And but yeah, I mean, there's definitely a lot of crookedness and stuff going on in that county, that's for sure.
yeah. I forgot about that. You text me about that and stuff. Like, I was like, dang, man, now I feel bad talking about.
Oh, don't know. I just, I just hope people don't contact her personally because she's just having a tough time.
You know, I imagine it's got to be really tough. I
Yeah,
can't imagine being in her shoes.
yeah. She's a beautiful person. I hate that this happened to her, man. It's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah,
But what a small world
right.
or small town we live in. But I just, I'm getting ready to go to bed. I gotta get these.
Okay. Well, thank
I,
you for coming up. I appreciate it.
I love you, honey.
Love you
And
too, and thank you. And I mean, I appreciate. I'm glad you're really not upset with me, and because I would never.
no, no, I'm not ever. And if I were, I would come to you personally.
Yeah,
I
I know.
wouldn't be just airing it out on YouTube streets.
I know, but people think that, but then shit happens, and it's like,
No, honey. No,
well, thank you.
nobody's made me do anything. Nobody's asked me for anything. And what I want to do, I'll do. And if I can, I will. It's just that's between us. And if anybody needs to ask questions, they can contact me personally. They can get my information from me personally. But
Mhm.
and
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate you.
oh, and
Yeah.
Jeremy. I hope Jeremy doesn't watch this stuff. But Jeremy's single again. Just tell
Oh,
him.
really? He's such a cutie.
Yep.
He is a cutie. She has a son that's like a little cutie. He's a
Yep.
lot younger though,
Yeah,
isn't
I
he?
always thought you two would be cute together, but just saying.
He has the bluest eyes ever.
Yep.
Is
All
a cutie, but
right, doll.
all right. I'll talk to you later.
Okay, sweetheart. Night, everybody. I don't know
She
how
is
to
a
hang
wonderful.
up.
That is true.
How do I get off here?
Oh, shoot. Hold on. I can probably just kick you. There, I just kicked her. Now I'm going to get shit. Ah, you kicked Christy. Okay. Hey, Cindy.
Hey,
So go ahead, hon.
okay. Second time on panel here. I have been one of your best supporters, not financially, anything like that, but just been here.
Probably financially.
Almost, huh?
Probably financially, like with the sales and stuff. Yeah. You
No,
I
I,
appreciated it.
number one, money is not important to me. I'm
Yeah.
here because I care for you and I love you. And you hurt me when you went live this morning, but this started because when you were at the U-Haul place and you were manic,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know if I called you or you called me, you know
Oh,
what? I would have given you $1 million. I am not sorry I gave you this money. I never said I regretted it. I never said that you weren't paying it back. I never said any of that. And for you to go live and put this all out there and people in your chat,
I didn't put
people,
it out there. They were already putting it out there, though. Did you not see that?
no, they did not. No, they did not. You assumed it, Ziggy.
No, Christy
You,
was just talking about it. She just said it too. They were talking about it in chat. What about the community post? Lady
that,
Cindy even
let me
texted
ask you this. Let me,
about
no, see, can Can I talk? Because you've talked for
I,
hours.
but that's not true. They've been talking about it.
You know what? I'm going to tell you my truth.
I didn't want
Okay.
to. I didn't want to I didn't want to bring you into this. This is, you know what I mean? Like you did.
You did. It was all about me. It
No,
was all about.
it's not about you.
Okay. You know what, Zig? You know what?
I'm saying it's not about you though. That's why. I mean, if you felt that way, and if people are taking it that way, this is not about Cindy.
It was all about me this morning, Ziggy. It was all about me. Did you read your chat? Did you read your chat?
Oh, I haven't because I was being attacked. Are you serious? Like, how can I reach out?
No, I was being attacked. I was being attacked. Okay.
You're attacking. No way. Why would you?
Okay.
You?
You know what? Goodbye.
What the hell? You guys, if you guys are attacking Cindy, I don't understand. I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone. You guys do not attack Cindy. I didn't see that happening. Obviously, if I saw that happening, I would not be okay with it. Good Lord. So if that's happening, please, guys, delete it out of the chat. I would really think that the mods would have deleted something like that. And because this is I'm not arguing with her when I'm saying it's not about her. What I'm saying is I'm trying to tell her this isn't about you. And I'm trying to tell everybody in the chat this isn't about Cindy at all. And they were talking about it beforehand. And you know how I know? And how they were, you're trying to say I assumed those community posts and the comments were about me? No, that's a lie. That's not true. But they're trying to tell you that, of course. This was what I'm telling you. I'm not saying Cindy's like lying to me or something. She has people in her ear telling her it wasn't about me. So she's just choosing to believe that. Because they're, power in numbers. There's several of her telling her that. No, I can show her. But if she would have came to me and talked to me about it, I could show her text message proof. I have proof from text messages with Lady CG that she accused me of financial and elder abuse. Okay? Lady CG is the one who made circle jerks. So obvious. I mean, come on. So, and then a post about elderly abuse and talking about it lives and comments, and it's not supposed to be about me. Guys, I'm not dumb. Please don't freaking treat me like I'm an idiot. And don't sit there and play with Cindy's emotions either and her sensitivities right now and freaking message her and try to tell her she's been financially abused and that I'm, get her all wound up about this live and because that's what's going on. Because why would I have any bad feelings towards Cindy of all people? I do know that she's super sensitive and she was, always thinking people were mad at her and stuff. And I figure because of what she's going through, she's probably even more sensitive. And so I have no reason to be upset with Cindy, even still. She might be frustrated with me and mad that I understood. I just want to apologize about saying her name. But they're pointing out that I'm an elder abuser and I'm going to address it. But yeah, it was my bad that I said your name. But they were already out there making posts, and I might even if they tell you it wasn't about me, they're not being honest. It was. Lady Cigi's the one that does those posts. She's the one that texts me the whole elder abuse stuff. I thought she was talking about somebody else at first. I didn't realize until her text yesterday that she was fucking talking about me the whole time. Because she told me in a text it was about me. And I would have showed you guys. She said it was about me. So that's how I know. Okay? She's okay. So people are getting mad at the wrong people here. This is not, and I won't be talking about this again. Sorry. Because there's a lot of miscommunication. People are not listening to each other. Not just, I mean, I'm not saying me too. I'm getting angry, getting loud with Cindy, and I don't want to get loud with Cindy. But you guys didn't even allow me to even make a mistake, or you didn't even wait for that. You're already calling me a scammer when you have no evidence of that. Then you're getting in her head because she sees hundreds of people saying, or seems like a huge amount of people saying it. And no, when I go on these rants, I do not see freaking chat. I'm not stupid, but I'm also not a freaking robot that can do a million things at once. I can't read and talk at the same time. I might be able to catch a word or something. And for those, so this won't be talked about again by me at all. But, I just wanted to correct some things. I'm not going to do this back and forth. The answers are out there. And if anybody had real concerns, they would have came to me. As far as right now, you have zero proof of elder fucking abuse. Okay, first of all, she's not an elder. Secondly, I haven't even had an opportunity. The bill's not even freaking due. Okay? And it is just between me and the lender. And I won't be talking about it again. I won't be going back and forth about whose fault it is or who put it out there or this or that or how much, it's not my fault if somebody super chats me. Please. That is absolutely ridiculous that they totaled up every super chat that they've ever sent me and then blamed it up on me. Like that I did something wrong. When we've got Lady Cigi the whole time talking about, and them and the other circle jerks encouraged me to do GoFundMes and, thinking of ways to bring in money. But yet now I'm a scammer, right? Please. You even give me a chance to fucking scam. That's absolute bullshit. I would have never, ever expected this, ever, in a million years. And so, no, this is not about Cindy. That's what I'm saying. I'm telling you guys. This isn't about Cindy, and zero anger is towards Cindy from me. This is about the ones saying I'm an elder abuser, elder financial abuser. And unfortunately, I can't address those claims without talking about the story. So putting up vague posts about elder financial abuse, and then when I go in the chat and talking shit to me and making sarcastic remarks in the fucking chat, don't you think here in a couple days, eventually, get out there, we know how YouTube works. Then I have Lady CG texting me and telling me that, they were told days before. And so for days, they had been talking about me behind my back. Things made sense then. Finally made sense yesterday when she said they've known for days. And that I'm, financially abusive or financial abuser. So that's when it clicked with me. I was right. My intuition was right. They were talking about me. I'm not crazy. And I didn't assume it. Because now I have it in text proof from the channel creator herself. They know damn well they were referencing me without saying me. I don't know. Now, the thing is, what's unfortunate about being in a group type, having a group type YouTube like that, is you get all bunched together. I try to call, that's why I'm mentioning Lady CG specifically, because I'm trying to, they're individuals, And there is some of them, I like all of them actually, but there is some of them that I think I'm still cool with as far as I'm concerned. If they don't want to be cool with me, that's fine. But they're individuals, so that's why I keep saying her name, because it's not just her either. It's just I am disappointed in Esther too, but me and Esther didn't talk as much as me and Lady CG did. Okay? And me and CT and Bobby Lynn hardly ever talked. We didn't ever talk in text or on the phone. So, or we talked in group chats. So we didn't have like a real personal relationship. Me and Soup never really had a real personal relationship. The only ones I had real personal. Lady CG is the only one that really has, and that really has any what I feel like not responsibility, but the only one that should have some kind of loyalty. That I thought had some. Well, I thought Esther did too, but it's only been a week ago. A week ago, guys. Of course, like I said, all my phone calls are recorded. So me saying that doesn't mean I'm going to play phone calls. That's just saying, if you're going to sit here and call me a liar, I'm just reminding you all my phone calls are recorded. So I can play it if you want me to. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying I'm going to just play it. I'm saying I can if you would like me to prove what I'm saying, but I have to be okay with the person I was talking to. Okay? If you got their permission, then I will play it. But until then, I can't play it because I'm not doing that. So stop, I don't know, who's... I told the light went, and also I heard something about. I said something last night about if anybody had dirt on me, it'd be Hakuna or Lady CG or something, or I don't know. Somehow it got turned around into Lady CG and Hakuna have dirt on me. Oh my God. It's funny because me and Lady CG has even laughed about this before. like that she doesn't even have anything on me, any dirt on me. I was just saying if anybody would happen to have anything, it would be them. But I did talk to Lady CG about my personal life, very personal matters. I trusted her more than anybody on. I mean, really, I never would think. We have never had a disagreement. We have never raised our voices at each other. We have never argued. Nothing. I don't even remember really any time we've ever really disagreed about a topic too much. We never been like rude to each other even once, either way, ever. Never a harsh word. So I would have never expected this. I would think that she would know, of all people, the person I am. Whether or not you think it's a bad financial decision, that's my problem, okay? But don't like make the, I don't know. I'm going, like I said, I'm not going to be talking about this anymore because I don't want to put Cindy through this, okay? She's obviously mad about me talking about it, and it's going to get blamed on me, okay? Because it's 1 against 6 or 7 or 8 or 9 or 10, whatever. However many are turned on me, I don't know exactly. I only took unmodded only like 4 of them. I still have Circle Jerks as mods. They're welcome to email me or whatever, and they don't have to. I can take them off if but I already took off a few because I'm obviously not wanting mods that think I'm an elder abuser and putting stuff out like that and insinuating stuff like that. Don't you think people would have eventually got the hint when they're sitting there being rude to me and passive aggressive to me and talking smack to me while I'm in their chat as a mod? And then, I mean, when they always were in defense of me, don't you think people would notice something was up? I mean, come on. Don't you think people will put 2 and 2 together if you sit there and keep mentioning elderly abuse and people are like wondering what creator to talk about, and then they're noticing how you're treating Ziggy? Don't you think it? I mean, come on. I'm not dumb. We've seen how this works here. No, I can't delete any live. Now I brought Cindy out in live. No, they put Cindy in the live, not me, Tiny. You guys, but I'm trying to tell her. It's not true though, what she's saying. I'm not gonna let somebody, it doesn't matter. I can't sit there and let somebody keep repeating something that's not true. It's incorrect. Because I'm not arguing with her like at all. I'm just telling her that it's, this, how many times do I have to say, like, I have nothing against, I obviously am forever grateful for her. Like, how does that equal legally? Okay, guys, you guys are all jumping on the bandwagon. I'm not listening to this bullshit. I'm not talking about it again. I've been through this a million times before with this hate. You guys, this is not my first rodeo. I'm not going to fall for this bullshit. And I just dealt with the death, and I'm not falling for it. I can delete the live private the live this morning. I'll private the live this morning if that's what Cindy would like. Fine. That is totally fine. I don't care about that. It's not, it's not a big deal. I'm not a prideful person or one that has to, have a pissing contest or be, I will put the live on private. You guys are going to keep attacking and keep attacking and keep attacking when I keep, doing what you're asking and you're still attacking me. I'm sitting here saying, don't attack Cindy. And somehow I'm getting accused of it being my fault Cindy's being attacked. I'm sorry, but I cannot just allow people to put out that I'm an elder abuser. And you guys to say whatever about how I put it out first. It was totally obvious. I apologize for slipping and saying her name. It was obvious it was an accident. Please get real, guys. I haven't even done anything wrong yet, and you're already burning me at the stake. And it's bullshit. It's not okay. And I'm not going to sit here allow you to make me feel bad for it either. I'm going to pay it back, and that's all there is to it. And it's not anybody else's business but me and the person who loaned it to me. And then when I don't pay it back, we can regather and deal with it then. And then you can give me this bullshit. And I'm not trying, and I apologize that I do. I don't want her, Cindy being upset. But guys, you guys know, this isn't the first time that Cindy's got upset and thought people were mad at her and freaked out. She's sensitive. And on top of that, she's dealing with her son's passing. Okay. So yeah, that's the only thing. I was trying to protect her when I was saying, try not to have her on the panel because of that exact thing that just happened. Because she's got people in her ear, and that's just not how it happened. So, and I don't want to argue with her, So she's the one that dropped. She already went on panel. She went on Circle Jerks panel, and if you guys want to go to Circle Jerks, and she talked about it there. And but if I don't pay it back, then that's my point. I just came in. Sorry, I can't, that I'm not looking at chat. And thank you so much, Cuckoo Bee. Thank you. And I'm not trying to be rude to anybody. I really appreciate all of you guys. I really do. But I'm not going to let people bully me into believing something that's just not true. Okay? I haven't done anything. Okay. I made a bad decision. I shouldn't have allowed, but that's the person. What's so crazy? The biggest thing, that I haven't mentioned, that I forgot to mention, it's so freaking like hypocritical. How the hell is Lady CG going to say anything about this loan and make any big deal about it, and any big deal about me accepting it and saying I should have said no, I should have said no? Lady CG, would you like me to bring out proof of emails when you contacted me in November and I didn't even know who you were, and you were offering to co-sign on a house? You were willing to be responsible for way more money than what I was just lent. So, but you're mad at me for accepting the loan? Isn't that hypocritical? Why are you mad at me accepting a loan if you were willing to pay for a place if I didn't pay the rent? Because that's exactly the same thing here. Cindy is not responsible for it. It's me. But you're just assuming I'm not going to pay for it and that she's going to have to pay for it. Well, what would have happened if I didn't pay for the rent on the place? I mean, it just come on. Who said your son passed? She's not passed away. Her son's not passed away. What? Nobody said her son's passed away. Are you? If I said that somebody was passed away, I wasn't talking about Sydney's son being passed away. Her son is in the hospital. She's going through a rough time right now. That's what I said. Well, Jane, don't. If I did, I did not mean it. I did not mean it. So stop. Stop right now. Stop right now. I'm not going to sit here and let you guys attack me while I'm down. When 3 weeks after Jim passed. I'm not going to let anybody sit here and give me a hard time because I accidentally said something like that. I would never do that. You're doing the same thing about when, like, I accidentally called 6UP's son a girl. Fuck you. I didn't mean to say that. Get over yourself. How dare you guys? Obviously, I didn't mean to do that. You guys understand my freaking Jim passed 3 weeks ago? Will you guys fucking, like, get over yourself? I am sitting here telling you how grateful I am for Cindy for the past hour and 20 minutes, and you guys are sitting here telling me I'm doing the exact opposite. Stop freaking gaslighting. I have sat here and told you the financial responsibility is mine, that I'm going to pay it. Okay?